right, quick one. This narrative has always been there, and a lot of people have come to believe the narrative. That has made them justify reasons why things are not coming off the way they desire it to be, because this narrative is already established, and many people, even while they are still coming up, they just have already believed the narrative that it's the country and all of these things. So what's this narrative? The narrative is no jobs. Nigeria, before you get a job, you need connections. Oh, the jobs are not enough. There should be a lot of jobs created for graduates. People are graduating, but there are no jobs. Nigeria is not just a good place to grow. And because of that kind of narrative, many people don't even check back in themselves if they are not employed. They're just like, it's Nigeria now. There's no job. I've finished school and there's no job. Now, there's no job. You feel you need connections to get the job. You feel, it's a country thing. This country is not good for you to get the job. So therefore, you want to jackpot and leave to get a job. Now, what people need to clear, especially if you're among the millions of people unemployed currently. You finished school, you've graduated, you've done your NYC. Sometimes probably you've been struggling to also get into the job space. 3 years has gone down the line. 4 years don't work out past. Don't know why that just flashed in. But some people have even gone to acquire certificates upon certificates, hoping that if the more I have certificates, the more I easily get access to a job. But the real problem, the real situation here is not that there are no jobs. I'm telling you that there are jobs. And I believe that there will be few persons like me that also feel every day there are jobs. People are looking for people with skills, with competency, with experience, with value that can bring their desired result. There is always a system somewhere that is in need of who will make their result better, right? But a lot of times, if you filter these graduates that you have, many of them are not employable. And it always starts from different factors. One, some people jump and studied courses that even while in school, all they were doing in school was just to read and pass. Cram and pass. You know what people do to pass? You just do everything to pass an exam, and you got a very good grade, you've graduated, tick the box, you're done. Now, you don't even have a basic understanding of the course that you even studied. You don't even know a simple description of the course that you studied and where you can function, what is expected, the problem is to solve, how to. There is a whole lot of bugs that you've not figured out, but you've graduated, you've passed your exams. Some people even accepted courses that they don't even understand the future of this course. Because they were so in need to be in school, they wanted to just be in school and they just accepted the admission. They don't have any connection with this course. Number one, you don't have your natural gifting or skills that aligns you to, succeed in this area. You've not checked your strength. You've not done your SWOT, your strength, your weaknesses. You don't know the opportunities that you probably have or that are existing in this pathway that you want to go through as that course. You don't even know the threats in this particular field that exists. Will this job still be existing in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? If I become this today, will the evolution happen in the world that this service will no longer be required? We don't sit down to analyze all of this first of all before you jump into course. So that particular factor of issues why people can't even internalize what they study to get themselves a job is a problem. Two, people don't have the required skills. You need to be in the other end of the table where you are interviewing people to check in on the skills that they say they have. People now even will cram, interview responses. They've gotten the fact right to pass their interview. Tick, tick, tick the box. They pass the interview and they've gone. and you engage them. Maybe your own system have a probational period to check in how they use your skills. That is when you will now get to realize that you don't even have basic life skills. What does life skills entails? Communication skills, negotiation skills, problem solving skills. There are a lot of life skills that are connected to your natural you. But many don't even have those life skills. You want them to even write or do presentation, they are fidgeting, and some of them will boldly say, talking is not for me. This is not my area of strength. Life skills can actually be acquired, can be learned and practiced, and you become an expert in it, right? Some people want to get into a job space. You know that this job will require 3 years experience, 5 years experience to get that position that you admired, but you did nothing even when you were an undergraduate to start building your experience portfolio. Even the 1 year that NYC gave to say this is your experience time frame. Boo! Many couples used to just enjoy that period and my PPA work 9 to 4, 9 to 3. You're just living the soft life and forgetting that was your experience moment in case you missed it during your undergraduate time. You are studying a course. You are in year 3. You are in year 2. You are not even anywhere around the places that practice what you're studying to even start volunteering with them to gain experience. You're waiting for graduation, you're waiting for NYC, then you sit down and cross your leg and you're going to apply, you're going to send your CV that you cooked with the aid of AI and all of them. Your CV passed the channel, and then you get to the system. We now see a different part of you. Are you seeing my breakdown, guys? Now, the third one is, this is where to get the job. This is the place that you will get the job, but you don't know how. You don't even know what to do to get access to that place. Sometimes you're even around that place. The worst is, I'll talk about volunteering soon. The worst people are going to say, okay, I want to volunteer in this organization, in this company. Volunteering has what? You're not even clear on what role you're even volunteering in to start building your experience portfolio. All you know is you want a job that will pay you salary. There is a process. So there are a lot of gaps around this thing. There is a lot of gaps around this thing. In my next video, I will now tell you what will help you out of this situation. And if you agree with me that this narrative of no job is not true, or you feel it is true, let me know in the comment. I will sit down and I want to gladly read what you wrote. All right, see you again in the next video, and share this with someone else you want to share this narrative with, like my own kind of narrative, not the other one, because they are jobs. See you again.